I'd like to share a very short story with you, an uplifting story, especially given the events that are taking place in Iran and parts around the Middle East. It is 1790, and Mirza Saleh will be born. When he is about 25 years of age, the Shah will have him and 4 other very gifted young men go on an educational expedition to London. They will stay there for a number of years. Each of them will study a specific topic. Saleh will be very much engaged with linguistics. And then when they return, they are to give all their information and help the people of Iran. And it is on that journey that I want to tell a very quick story. So when Saleh begins his journey, he, along with the other 4 people, will not know anything beyond what they have already lived. Their new experiences of cultures and topography and people and foods and religions and weather, all of it will be new. And so Saleh will keep a journal, a very precise journal. And it is that journal that will allow him, once he gets to Moscow, to do something quite extraordinary. It is 1815. Moscow is rebuilding after the fire that had gutted so much of that city because of Napoleon. And Saleh will meet a Turkish man who can translate. And so Saleh asks this man, will you translate a part of a Russian book that speaks to that abortive attempt by Napoleon to take the city of Moscow and Russia? And the Turkish man says, I certainly will. So the translation portion then becomes a part of Saleh's journal. And I want you to imagine something for a moment. When he does finally return years later, what will happen in Persia? It will be the first account by a Persian that will be translated by a Turkish person about a Russian book dealing with a French emperor. Think about the enormity of that, given what I said just a few seconds ago in relation to when Saleh leaves, he knows nothing about what is happening out there. The world, the history, the people, the culture, the foods, everything. And he comes back with a journal with all sorts of findings and interesting stories about his journey, life in London, and then, of course, his return journey. And what is so remarkable about that, and what made me so happy about reading it, is he embraces the things he does not know. And in our world, we still have so many times where it's us and them, and we talk about people over there and people over here, and instead of finding the diversity and the beauty and the wonder and the excitement of learning and taking that and embracing it, we sometimes try to find all the reasons to be separate and apart. And Saleh wrote a line that I want to read, and I'm going to pick up the book where I got it from. And by the way, the book is called The Islamic Enlightenment, The Struggle Between Faith and Reason, from 1798 to Modern Times by Christopher D. Bellagou. And I want you to think about getting this book and reading it, but I want to read one line that Saleh writes that speaks to this embracing of everything that we don't know. Why, he demanded, should I not learn something new every day, and, if I can, shine a light into the eye of my heart? What a remarkable line, what a perfect line. And in this time of so much war and carnage, I hope that we can somehow find a joy to coming together and learning the things we do not know. What a great way to spend life. And I think this story was so uplifting and wonderful. Thanks for listening. And again, the book is The Islamic Enlightenment. Thanks and have a great day.